Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 2025 Advent celebration. We are so excited to be here. Every day we're going to post out a new video to watch. But if you want to craft along with the exact templates and digital papers that are featured in our crafts for the next 24 days, you can grab our Advent celebration pack. You can find the link in the description below. All right, so let's get on to crafting.
Today's project is a candle wrap. And of course, we've provided you with the template for what we want to use for this candle wrap. Now you'll see two pieces of the template. One is the wrap itself, and the other one is just a larger item that you can use on your own for something else if you wish. I am just going to hide that one as we don't need it. But I am going to take this one. The big challenge here is you want to make sure the wrap is going to fit around your candle, and it's like a sleeve. You don't want it so tight that you can't get it off. So you want to add approximately 1/8 to 1/4 inch past the diameter of your candle, just so it will wrap perfectly. Now these are all cut lines, and we're going to show you what to do with that when we get over to the demo tables. All you need to do is measure your candle, make sure that you have a little extra on the side so you can put the glue with it together, and then you can go ahead and wrap your candle, and the results are just amazingly beautiful. All right, I'm going to show you how to put this all together. So over to the demo table, of course, I have my one candle wrap that I've already put together. I'm going to turn on my candle. I don't know if you can see it glow or not, but you'll see that there's glow through some of the pieces of what our candle wrap is all about. And of course, the great thing is I can pull this right off of my candle and then use it again somewhere else. So I can change out this candle and not have to buy a million candles. All right, I'm just going to turn this one off, move it over to the side. For this, you're simply just going to need some glue, your template, and perhaps a couple of clips so that we can hold it together. The key here is that you've got all these cut lines that are already in here. What you want to do is raise each one of these up and give it a little fold so that it sticks out. When it comes to the pieces in the middle, you want to bring those up and maybe just curl a little bit. That's so the light will shine through, and then again at the edge. So just be careful when you're pulling each and every one of these out. I pull some one way, some the other. If you get the little extra pieces here, you want to pull those in. It's the template that makes it. It's a type of stencil that you can use and bring things in. As you can see, I'm just pulling each of these up. I will do one more for you, and then you can just see where you've got the edges and the pieces. Just pull those up, and that is so the light will shine through and you will still see the effect. Now in the center is the center. This is a poinsettia design. So in the center, what I find useful is just putting my fingers in behind and pulling up the little pieces that you see. There are 3 flowers here, and each one has a set, and there is one in the center as well. Just using my fingers to pull it out so you can see through. Sometimes you'll pull them up all the way. Now I'm doing this before I put it on top of the candle itself, and the reason being is that sometimes it is really difficult to pull these up if it's already on the candle. So here's another piece here. We're going to pull that up. And another one here. You just pull and turn them, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. Now I'm not going to spend my time going through and doing all of the pull-ups here because I've already done it for this one and you can see the result. The last thing that you have to do, of course, once everything's been pulled up, and you'll notice that it'll turn, is you want to be able to glue these edges together. Now you have to decide which way you want to go. What I suggest you do is take your candle, I'm just going to pull this one off, and make sure that you put it around whichever way you want it to go. And then, of course, come to the edge, and you see where it's going to be glued together. Now, you want to make sure you can pull this off the candle. Let me just bring this up here a bit. Pull this off the candle. So what I like to do is just move it into position the way I want it. I'm just going to stand it up here for a sec. Turn it around to where it is. It is much easier to glue this right on the candle itself because you're going to be able to hold into those center pieces. Now, it's not straight. Okay. Pretty good there. Make it pretty straight here. What I'm going to do is just glue the center piece here. I'm going to start with the center. And then I'm just going to pull this one up and over as much as possible. Making sure it's straight top and bottom. I'm just going to hold that into place. Because once I have the center all set, the rest is going to be a lot easier to handle. Now I'm just going to slide the candle out. So I don't want to be gluing my candle. And as you can see, I can now go through and add my little glue underneath here. And what I'm going to use my little clips for is I want them to be pretty straight. I'm just going to add those to the end. Then I can put my fingers underneath and make sure everything is glued together. Same thing on the other side. I'm working blind by not being able to see that. Okay, let's get it in here. Right, we want that to go straight. Doesn't matter if you have extra glue. And I'm just going to hold that into position. And then if you see it coming apart at all, you can just simply add some extra glue inside. Remember, we have measured this so it's going to go over our candle. I'm just going to hold this into place. I've used the beautiful digital paper that Tika put together for this particular project. All right, I'm going to have to set that side to dry. And I know I can't keep my fingers in there. But that is all there is to that project. I'm going to set that one off to dry. And this is the one that we had already put together with the light in between. So all I need to do is just take this, slide it over my candle, and of course turn it on, and you get this beautiful, beautiful design. I hope you really enjoy this project because it was a lot of fun to put together. And of course it makes this beautiful design. If you see it in the dark, let me see if I can turn off my light here. 1 second. I'd like to see that a little better. Enjoy the project, and I will see you in the next video.